How to set up your custom domain in Groove. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can easily publish your domain using Groove. I'll go over what you need to do inside the Groove Domain Manager, as well as go over the new changes that Groove has come up with to let you publish even easier. So stick around and I'll cover all the details. My name is Rob Verzera and welcome to the ETA. Hi, and welcome to the Enhanced Training Academy. My name is Rob Verzera. It's my mission to simplify Groove for you. And if you'd like to continue receiving notifications to help you simplify Groove, make sure you click on the subscribe button below and be notified anytime that we have a new video pushed to the channel. Okay, so what we're going to talk about today is how to actually publish your domain using Groove. So a couple things that you need. Obviously, you're going to need a domain, and we recommend using Namecheap. There's a link below in the description so you can get right to it. First thing we're going to do is purchase our domain, and that's going to be done inside Namecheap, right? So we already have that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go into Groove. We're going to log into Groove. We're going to go up to the menu up on top, and we're going to go to My Account. Okay, and then from there, we're going to go to Domains. Now, once you get in here, we're going to go ahead and add a new domain. And what we're going to do is we're going to click on Add Domain, and it's going to say, what's the URL of the domain? And you can see we bought one right here. It's called groovetest.com. We're going to go ahead and just use this one right here. We're going to use groovetest.com. And now you want to select what do you want to actually use it in. You could use it in Groove Blog, Groove Sell, the actual funnel, Groove Sell for tracking, or Groove Pages. In this case, we're just going to go for Groove Pages. And we'd like us to host the site for you. We're going to go ahead and select Yes, Please. And we're going to go ahead and hit Save. Okay. Once we do that, it's going to go ahead and go through its process right here, and it's going to say, okay, first thing we need to do is we need to update our name server to these two entries right here. Okay, and the way you do that is in Namecheap, right? You're going to find a domain you want. I'm going to click on Manage. Okay, this is going to come up, and we're going to see under here where it says name servers. We're going to do a drop down here. We're going to say Custom DNS, and it's going to give us two spots to put on name servers. So we're going to come back here to Groove. We're going to go ahead and click on Copy on that first one. Paste that in there. We're going to go ahead and click on copy on the second one. We're going to go ahead and paste this in here. Okay. And we're going to hit this little check mark right here. Okay. And that's going to go ahead and eventually update. Now, what needs to happen is in order for Groove to know that we did that, that information needs to propagate. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back here to domains list, and we're going to look at Groove Test, and you're going to see the status that says pending. Now, we can't do anything here until this actually says active. So we can click back on setup. We can go back to domain. You can see it still says pending. Now, this can take up to 24 hours, right? I've seen it take as long as a day. Sometimes I've seen it happen as fast as 5 minutes. So it's really going to depend. But what we're going to do is we're going to take this domain name right here, and we're going to go to the DNS Checker, right? So you can go to what'smydns.net. And once you do that, we're going to go ahead and plug in our domain, and we're going to do this drop down. We're going to select NS, and NS stands for name server. And we're going to go and click on search. And what you're going to see is that it started to actually come around. So that's good. So it's already propagated for us. So you can see it says apollo.ns.cloudflare and uma.ns.cloudflare. Now, if it hasn't propagated yet, it's still going to say some old stuff or maybe blank like this. So like I said, you're going to have to wait for a little while for this to actually go through and keep hitting search until this actually comes all the way through. Okay. Once that happens, we come back over to Groove, and we can go ahead and click on setup. We may have to go back, and we may actually have to refresh this thing. So let's just click on update real quick, and we're going to come back to account and domains, and you can see. So Groove Test is now active. Okay. So what we want to do here is we want to click on edit, and you're going to see there's a couple records already in here. So this first one here, this A name record, we want to just go ahead and delete that. So just click on delete and then confirm. And now we want to modify this other record here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click on edit. And what we want to do here is we want to basically leave the www.groovetest.com, and we're going to change that to an @ on the content. We're going to click on save. Okay, now we need to add one more record. So we're going to go ahead and click on add record, and we want this to be a CNAME record. Right, and the name we want to do is we want to add an @ and then the content is going to be host10.groovepages.com. Okay, now this entry, it doesn't matter if it's for Groove Blog, Groove Sell, or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's always going to be host10.groovepages.com. Right? So we're going to click on save. Okay, and now you can see that we have this record. We have the CNAME record right here is host 10. We have this one right here, which is www.groovetest.com, and it's going to go to GrooveTest. Now, the other thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and enable this caching right here. Okay, so once you're done with that, for the most part, you're done now. Now it's just a matter of going into, say, something like Groove Pages and actually publishing it. So we're going to go back into Groove Pages, and I have a test site here that we're actually playing with. So we're going to go ahead and click on Open Editor. All right, and it already has one single thing, just a picture right there. So we want to go to Publish right here. And under the dropdown, we want to go ahead and select our domain. And our domain here is groovetest.com. So we want to go ahead and select that. And this may actually read, the very first time you come on here, it could actually be something like this. It'll be whatever kind of the subdomain is, right? It may look something like that. So what we want to do is we want to, on this dropdown, we want to go ahead and grab our domain. And now we want to click on Publish. And once you click Publish, it may take a second or two, but this will actually be the URL that it starts to go to. Okay, so give this a second. And as soon as this green thing is done publishing, we'll go ahead and check it out. All right, let's check it out, see if it went. And there we go. Okay, so you can see it published okay, and here's our domain, groovetest.com. You can also see that it came in as secure. So the nice thing is that this actually handles, right, if we just go to groovetest.com, it handles automatically redirecting to HTTPS all the time. So that's working now too, which is awesome. So that's how you basically add a domain in Groove. I hope you found this video useful. And if you ran into any snags at all, please let me know in the comments, and I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as possible. And if you want to see even more videos on how to simplify Groove, make sure you click on the playlist up here and for even more Groove walkthroughs and tutorials. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.